flicking around, I think it was VH1, and I see this sensual video come on. Sand in the background, this Moroccan thing, and there you are.
I incorporated worldly sounds, that of Middle Eastern overtones and Oriental overtones, and this funky groove track just took a different direction into this real hypnotic, mysterious Middle Eastern sound. And I thought, what a great idea to shoot it in an exotic place like Morocco.
When you go from 0 to 12 million plus albums, first time out of the gate, as you look back, what have you learned about riding that wild buffalo? Because that's a big old buffalo right there.
It sure is. You know, it's really great that I did have at least a year to myself to kind of collect my thoughts and reflect on what's gone on in my life, because it has been like a locomotive that, you know, my career just went boom, and I've always been running to catch up to that fast pace. I mean, I never knew it was going to be quite like that.
One thing I admire about you, Paula, is you've discussed your marriage, your divorce, gaining weight, losing weight. Let's take them one at a time. First of all, why bring that out into the open as opposed to saying, hands off, we don't talk about your marriage and your divorce?
The point-blank part of the whole thing is that if Emilio was out promoting a new movie, they'd inevitably hound him on divorce with Paula Abdul, and he'd inevitably have to somewhat talk about it. So the little that I have talked about it, which has been the truth, is that we had a whirlwind romance while I was on tour. He was so charming and wonderful, and the reality of the matter is that we didn't spend enough time dating to really get to know each other. And seeing each other on alternate weekends while you're on a world tour is different than real-life situations of spending day in and day out with someone.
You've talked about coming to grips with who you are, your size, your shape, who you are. Was it tough coming to that and looking in the mirror and saying, this is who I am?
I think since I was a little kid, always aspiring to be an entertainer, my first real lesson that I was different from people was when I was at the early age of 7, being in ballet class and being really pointed out that, look how short you are next to the other girls. I mean, you're at the ballet bar and I'm down here and the rest of the girls are up here with legs up to here. And, you know, at a young age, I learned through other dancers a real dangerous eating disorder, that all my friends were doing it, so it must not be that bad. But inside I knew that there was something that wasn't natural about it.
Well, you have the look, as Billy Crystal says, ooh, look marvelous. You know, are we going to see a world tour, or are we going to see out of, you know, you are?
I can't wait. I can't wait to get back out on stage and to perform, and just, God, to be able to touch so many people's lives and they touch mine all over the world. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that magical feeling.